it's Natalia and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into what the product development process kind of looks like for me. I think this is one of my most highly asked questions, just in terms of like, how do I go about creating new products for my brand? Do I do like vision boards, mood boards, all the things? And quite honestly, I don't. I think for me, I get really inspired off of like, whether it's the fabric that I found or a certain design that randomly pops into my head when I'm in the shower, or like really random stuff. And then I kind of build around that idea to create the rest of the collection or the rest of the garment itself. Hard to explain, but it's just how my brain works. Regardless, I wanted to kind of show you the sample making process, kind of what it looks like to create a product from scratch, and the adjustments I make along the way and things I kind of like look for and stuff. So today we're gonna do just that. For this video, I'm partnering up with Supercolor, which is super exciting because I love finding new ways to just like make different designs and add cooler things to like my products and stuff. And obviously heat transfers is a really cool way to do that. I've personally never used heat transfers in my entire life, I don't think, so I was really excited when they reached out and I definitely said yes. I've been wanting to put my logo onto like something for the longest time, and I have an embroidery machine, but my actual like end logo is so detailed that I just don't think that it would look as good if it's like small and embroidered. I could do it like big and embroidered and I think it'd look good, but as far as like a small embroidery, I just don't think it would do as well as like just doing a heat transfer of it. So I'm super excited to be able to finally use it. So the inspiration and the vision for this is kind of like that Y2K baby tee vibe. I started designing this back in like maybe October, November, so I have it long sleeve for now. Maybe I'll do a short sleeve version, but I'm kind of going for that like very cropped baby tee moment, kind of like a mock neck, lettuce hem kind of vibe. First things first, I made the pattern. It was super simple because it's a stretched fabric, so it wasn't anything crazy that I needed to like super pattern out. So I just went ahead and used some patterns that I had and kind of altered them a little bit to create the pattern that I wanted. Then I went ahead and cut it out of a fabric that I actually already had as well, because I was gonna make t-shirts a while ago and I never did. So I still have this black knit fabric that I really liked, so I went ahead with that one and cut it out. The great thing about knit fabrics is that you can just serge them instead of having to sew them, so I quickly put it together, assembled it in probably like less than 30 minutes and had a final tee. Now let's move on to the heat transfer process. So we've got a big box to open here and it's been sitting here for a hot minute, I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted to film this, so let's get it open. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna get this out of here because this is actually really heavy, and it's just me here, so we'll see. I really did not think this one through. We'll manage. I will find a way. I will find a way. We're strong, independent women, and we do not need a man, but wouldn't hurt to have one right about now. Okay, got it out. Okay, well, my goal is to get this onto this table so that I can properly use it without it being on the ground. Will I be able to manage? Stay tuned to find out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this one up. Not by myself anyway, so ooh, fancy. This sounds so fancy. Dude, I'm gonna need a freaking outlet nearby. There is not one this close by. Frick. I think I'm gonna have to call my brother over in a little bit to try to get this up and running, but I'm so excited. I already got my logo printed. I don't remember what I've told you so far in this video because I started filming this forever ago. But I'm making a cute little like mock neck long sleeve top with my little end logo at the front. I think that's gonna be so cute. So I already got those printed through Supercolor. They print it for you, so that's, you know, nicely printed. Ship it out to you, and then you can like heat press it at home. So that is what we're gonna do. So my brother just came by and we got it up on the table, but super excited to have it on here and to get things made. So I did a test run of this machine a couple days ago and it didn't go perfectly, like it worked, but I struggled with it a little bit. And I am now realizing I just didn't adjust the pressure well to this, so we're gonna redo it. Not that you guys have seen the previous footage of this, but I did technically already make a top, but I'm going to redo it now that I properly know how to do it. So I've got my mock neck top here. It is all done. It is hemmed. It is, you know, ready to go. I tried it on. I like the fit of it. So all we need to do is add the actual transfer onto it, which Supercolor prints it out for you. So I have mine right here. I got my logo made. So here's an up close of what it looks like. As you can see, the logo just has a lot of little details along this line, which is why I thought it would be better as a transfer rather than like embroidered. And also, in case you didn't know, I don't know if I've ever explained my logo to you guys, but it's actually like obviously an N for Natalia, but the little line across makes the T right here and then the A right here for Trevino Amaro. So it's like NTA all in one, which I really love. I've had this idea for freaking ever, and I would always doodle it on like my middle school papers, my high school papers, and it's just like so cool to finally see it come to life. Like I really love it so much. So that's the meaning behind that. And also side note, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize this, Trevino Amaro is my last name. Like I don't have a middle name. Trevino is not my middle name. So just like FYI, because I feel like a lot of people really don't know, and then they'll address me as like Natalia Amaro, and I'm like, that's not right. So just an FYI. Anyway, I have the machine currently warming up to about like 300-ish degrees. It's like at 117 right now, so it takes a hot minute for it to obviously heat up. But I'm gonna do a little test run on a little like extra piece of fabric. And then Supercolor sent me their sample kit. So they send you like a bunch of samples of just stuff for you to like test out before you test out your actual design. So we're just gonna test one of those out and see how it works. So I'm gonna test out this cool little colorful one first on this extra piece of fabric. And then once I have that down, then we'll go ahead and do our actual mock neck. I'm gonna wait for this to heat up and then we'll get started. Okay, so the thing that I didn't do last time that I have now adjusted is the pressure of the machine. There's like a little hand knob, so I've already adjusted that, which is what I was missing last time, which made my designs not stick perfectly the first time around. So, first step is to put your piece down, and then you want to press it so that it releases the moisture off of the piece itself and kind of gets it ready to be used. And also, you know, like gets rid of all the wrinkles and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna press it down. I have it on like 15 seconds, by the way, in case I didn't specify that. Then we release it and we go ahead and put our design on there. So I'm gonna put it like kind of in a random spot just in case I wanna do a second one next to it. Actually, I'll bring you guys a little bit closer for this. So I'm gonna put my design down over here in case I wanna do like another one right there just to test drive, but I'm gonna leave it there and then we're gonna press down again. It's going for like 15 seconds, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. So now we're gonna quickly peel this off. Oh, that is beautiful. Do you see that? And now we put parchment paper over it and press it down one more time for it to like fully set. And now we have our finished design. So here it is. As you can see, it came out literally perfect, which is insane and so freaking cool. So now let's actually try it on our real garment. So now we're gonna try it on our actual top. So the machine is structured so that you can kind of like put the top like this on it, which like mine is like honestly kind of small, so it kind of takes a bit for it to fully come all over this. But it's better for the piece itself to like be on one layer instead of two when you're pressing it. So it's better to just have like the front layer instead of like front and back on this. So that is why we're gonna do that. So I have it down. I'm gonna bring you guys closer for this again, but let's do this thing. Same process, just on our actual top. So just like a little scarier. So we're gonna press it down, set it in place. So now we take our design and place it where we want to. So I'm gonna kind of just like look at this and see where I want it. And go like an inch under. I really hope this is like centered. I think it is. I could measure it, but you know what? I trust myself to an extent, so let's do it. And now we just have to peel it and it should come off pretty nicely for the most part. Beautiful. So now we just add our parchment paper and we give it one last press. And we now have our final top. So I'm gonna take this off of here so you guys can see it. Here is the final product. It looks so good and so clean, and I love the quality of Supacolor's designs. I think that they are really great. Like I said earlier, I already did a test run of this and I just like did it wrong, but it still worked. Took me a few tries, but I ended up doing like a wash test on it and everything, and it worked out really well. It didn't like crack when I washed it or dried it. It didn't like fade it in any way. Like the quality stayed really, really intact, which is probably one of like the main things when it comes to like heat transfers. You want to make it good quality so that it doesn't crack and it doesn't like fade. I mean, obviously over like a very, very long period of time, it is probably gonna fade and, you know, do things like any other piece of clothing does. But I think the quality of these is insane and it looks so freaking good. I'm gonna try it on and show you guys the final product. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? I'm so excited about how this turned out. Okay. So here we have it. As you can see, it's definitely like a very like baby doll-ish kind of inspired top with like a super crop. I also just love the kind of baby tees and like Y2K tops that just have like the little design like right up here, like especially like little butterflies or whatever. I think it's a really cute concept instead of having it like on the side. Like I feel like that's such a like general place to put it in like a little side pocket kind of deal. But I love the middle of it. I think it looks really cool, really bold, and a little more different. So this is what it looks like. This is the final product. Here's the back. I am so happy with how this turned out. The only thing I might change a little bit on the final form is making it maybe the tiniest bit tighter, because on the side it flares out like the tiniest bit and I want it to be a little bit tighter. So I think that might be the only thing that I kind of change on it, but other than that, I really, really love it. I also originally was gonna do a lettuce hem on this top, and I tried that out on the previous top that I made, and this is how that went. So I did a lettuce hem and I absolutely hate it. I think that it looks really unflattering. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it just kind of like flops up because the fabric's a little bit thicker, I guess, so it doesn't like fully like, you know, create the little like lettuce effect like it would with something else. And I don't know, I don't really love it. So I think we're just gonna go with a normal hem. I'm going to like, you know, bring it up and iron it and then sew it down to create just a normal sewn hem. So there goes that idea. So I opted for a regular hem on this one, and I think it looks a lot better. I think that just comes to show that the product development process isn't like a one-way street. Like I feel like you're just gonna take a lot of like twists and turns and maybe like do something different, because at the beginning I really thought I was gonna go for like a lettuce hem vibe and like that kind of deal, and like obviously tried it out and I did not like it, so I like switched over to a different path. So I feel like that happens a lot in designs, whether it's like I thought something would look really good, I try it and I actually hate the way it looks, or it doesn't fit the way I thought, or like the fabric doesn't lay the way I wanted it to, or whatever it may be. I think you just have to be very open in the product development process to kind of like try new things and maybe take different routes than what you originally had in mind. And that's like one of the biggest things I've learned in just product development in general. So that is this one. You will see it on my shop soon enough. I think it is just such a good piece, like such a staple piece that I'll probably be wearing a lot, just because you guys know I'm home all the time in like just t-shirts and stuff, so elevates the look a little bit more because it looks good with like sweats like I'm wearing it now, but it'd be cute with jeans, it'd be cute dressed up with like leather pants or a skirt or whatever. I feel like it's just such a good top to like dress up or dress down and still promote myself. So yeah, feel free to you know, subscribe, follow my shop on Instagram, do all the things so you get notified of when this comes out. But that is my product development process. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other fun things you think I could make with this heat transfer. I'm honestly super excited to have it. It's always really cool to add another extra little tool into my toolbox of stuff here and just be able to create more. So let me know what else you guys want to see with it. And of course, don't forget to check out Supacolor down below. I will leave a link down for you guys to check it out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!